thank you all of you for watching my video. As you all know that this is Dr. Elizabeth Dentistry and I am back with a very interesting topic, gingiva. So let's get started. Here you will find variety of videos and free notes of dentistry. Yeah guys, free notes available here. We make videos to help you to learn in easy way, and if you watch this video then please like this video. So guys, please like this video because if you watch this video, if that sound like something could help grow your knowledge, then make sure to join me and subscribe to get latest videos. So first of all, tell me, what do you mean by gingiva? Gingiva is the part of the oral mucosa that covers the alveolar process of jaw and surround the neck of the tooth. Okay, you will see here, guys. This is gingiva. Okay, and this part cover the neck of the tooth. Okay, and it also a part of the oral mucosa and cover the alveolar process of the jaw. Okay, now come to types of gingiva. It is divided into four types. Marginal gingiva, it is also known as free or unattached gingiva. Attached gingiva, that is firmly attached to the underlying tooth and the bone. Look at this. This portion is the marginal gingiva, okay, and this portion is the attached gingiva, that is attached to the underlying tooth and the bone, and the interdental gingiva is here. Between the two adjacent tooth, interdental gingiva is present, and the gingival sulcus, I will show you later the diagrammatic view of the gingival sulcus. Okay, so look at this image. This is the marginal gingiva and this portion is the interdental gingiva, and here it is attached gingiva. Okay, and marginal gingiva is also known as free or unattached gingiva. Always remember these points. Now come to macroscopic feature of the gingiva. Look at this. This is gingival sulcus. Okay, this is the type of gingiva now. Gingival sulcus. This portion is the gingival sulcus, and this groove, look at this groove is the marginal groove, and here marginal groove to the mucogingival junction, attached gingiva is present. So attached gingiva is where between the marginal groove and the mucogingival junction, and here it is alveolar process, or sorry, alveolar mucosa, and between the gingival sulcus and the marginal groove, free or marginal gingiva is present. Okay, this portion is free or marginal gingiva. C. Free gingiva is here and attached gingiva is here. Okay, now come to this. This is alveolar bone crest. Okay, and this is the periodontal ligament. This is periodontal ligament, and this is cementum. Okay, and this part, free gingival margin to the mucogingival junction, this part is the keratinized gingiva, and you also know that free gingival groove is here. Okay, and the alveolar bone crest, we also discussed these points. One by one we can discuss all these important points. Okay, first is marginal gingiva, the terminal edge or border of the gingiva surrounding the teeth in collar-like fashion. It means, look at this. This is free or marginal gingiva, and free gingival groove. Wait, this is 1 mm wide. This is 1 mm wide. Okay, and 1.5 to 2 mm coronal to CJ. Coronal to CJ, it means crown to cemento-enamel junction. Okay. Now come to interdental papilla. Occupy gingival embrasure and formed by lateral border and tip of the marginal gingiva. It means it is formed by the lateral border and tip of the marginal gingiva. And here it is central intervening portion is attached of attached gingiva. It means it is formed by the marginal gingiva and attached gingiva. then lateral border and the tip of the marginal gingiva, and central intervening portion. Central intervening portion is attached of attached gingiva. It means formed by the marginal gingiva and attached gingiva. Okay, now come to shape. It is pyramidal in anterior tooth and cone shaped in posterior tooth. Now the most important is attached gingiva, guys. This is very important. Attached gingiva is firm, resilient and tightly bound to the underlying periosteum of the alveolar bone and absent on palatus, and steepling is present in the attached gingiva. You know, steepling orange pale appearance. This is very important. Please note down, orange pale appearance is present in the attached gingiva. It means steepling. Now come to width of the attached gingiva. The distance between the mucogingival junction and the projection on the external surface of the bottom of the sulcus. The width is greater in incisor region, 3.5 to 4.5 in maxilla anterior and 3.3 to 3.9 in mandible anterior. Okay, and it is narrower in posterior tooth region. 1.9 in maxilla premolar and 1.8 in mandible premolar. Now, width of the attached gingiva is minimal, is newly erupted permanent teeth and increase with permanent teeth eruption. This point is important. Okay, you can note down this. Now come to gingival sulcus. Okay, what do you mean by gingival sulcus? It is shallow crevice or space around the tooth bounded by the surface of the tooth on one side and the epithelium lining the free margin of the gingiva on the other side. Okay, it is V-shaped. Look at this. It is V-shaped. Okay, this is gingival sulcus. It's also part of the gingiva. Now come to clinical feature. Mainly the clinical feature of gingiva is depend on, and mainly it includes color, size, contour, shape, consistency, surface texture and the position. This is the important clinical feature of the gingiva. One by one, I will tell you the color, size, contour, shape, consistency, surface texture and position of the gingiva. Color of the gingiva is the coral pink. Okay. So first one, color of the gingiva. This is coral pink in color. Depends on the thickness and degree of keratinization of the epithelium, blood flow to gingiva, disease and medication, natural pigmentation. That's why it look like coral pink. Okay. Now come to contour of gingiva. It is scalloped and knife edge margin. Okay. The contour is scalloped. Remember these point is very important. Always remember these. Contour is scalloped and knife edge and the color is coral pink. This is easy way to understand and remember. Okay. Size of the gingiva corresponding with the sum total of the bulk of the cellular and intercellular elements and their vascular supply. Okay. Now texture of the gingiva. Healthy gum half stippled. Stippled, it means like in attached gingiva, stippling is present. Like look like this. Okay. Here dot dot dot. Okay. This is stippling. Okay. And stipple translucent appearance and orange pill appearance. This is important. Now come to look at this image. This is gingival groove. Okay. This is gingival groove. And here it is gingival margin. This margin is the gingival margin. And interdental papilla is between the two adjacent teeth. Here it is interdental papilla. And this is interdental groove. Not confused with this. This is papilla and this is groove. Okay. Between two adjacent tooth, interdental papilla is present and groove is here. Okay. In attached gingiva, interdental groove is present. Okay. Now come to this. This is attached gingiva. It means here these all portion is attached gingiva, and here this dot, look, mistake my icon here, look at this. This is attached gingiva, okay? This is, and stippling is present here, and this is the interdental groove, okay? This groove is interdental groove, and this portion is the gingival groove. This is gingival and this is interdental. And look at this. This is interdental papilla and this is interdental groove. Don't confuse with these. And here it is frenum, and this is this portion. This portion is the alveolar mucosa, and this junction between the gingival groove and the alveolar mucosa. Okay, this junction is the mucogingival junction. Okay, and this is the vestibular fornix. Now come to microscopic feature. Microscopic feature is mainly divided into three types, guys. Look at this. This is oral epithelium, okay? And this is junctional epithelium. And this is sulcular epithelium. First is oral, second is sulcular, and third is junctional. Sorry, by mistake, I'm draw here like this. But you remember these point, okay? This is important for microscopic feature of the gingiva. So gingival epithelium is divided into outer epithelium, it means oral epithelium, sulcular epithelium, and the junctional epithelium. First of all, oral epithelium. It extends, oral epithelium, this, look at this. This whole portion is the oral epithelium or outer epithelium. Covers the crest and the outer surface of the marginal gingiva and the surface of the attached gingiva. And the thickness is 0.2 to 0.3 mm. No, please note down these points. Thickness is 0.2 to 0.3 mm and keratinization is present. It means it is keratinized or parakeratinized also. Okay, both keratinized and parakeratinized. Now come to sulcular epithelium. It lines by the gingival sulcus and the structure is thin and non-keratinized stratified squamous epithelium, and it is extend between the coronal limit of the junctional epithelium to the crest of the gingival margin. Here, look at this. This is sulcular epithelium. Now, the third one is the junctional epithelium. Junctional epithelium is the collar-like band of stratified squamous non-keratinized epithelium. Yeah, this is non-keratinized. Okay. So, you can easily understand this is collar-like band of non-keratinized epithelium. Non-keratinized stratified squamous epithelium. Okay. Now guys, thank you. If you really like this video and if you have any feedback or suggestion, please let me know in comment box, which will help me to improve my video. If you want the next video and free notes, then please subscribe my channel. Okay, thank you.